It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Revitalight, the electrolyte solution that helps you rehydrate, recover, and repeat to keep it all moving.
Doesn't get you dirty either.
Look at you peasant.
This is ridiculous.
Dirty hands while I'm just getting my electrolytes on. I'm drinking the mixed fruit here.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. Bringing it on those big fucking, I don't know.
We got the Revitalight in mixed fruit, the mixed berry, and the purple grape flavor as well. It's made by a couple guys who were making trips to the baby aisle to cure your hangover. You ever do that? You ever drink in the Pedialyte, Sass?
No, I went to buy it one time and I was intimidated by it because I was like, is this like, am I not supposed to be like, it was in the medicine aisle and I was like, oh, it's not all. I thought it was just like a drink that you would get like next to the Gatorades.
No, well now it is. Now Revitalight is making this like a real drink.
Pranked.
You what?
I thought I was getting pranked.
Pranked, yeah.
What are we doing here? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like I was drinking is it baby food? Is this like a laxative? I don't know what Pedialyte is. Nope. Revitalight is now the answer. It's right there in like the normal drink aisle. You can even get it at the liquor store with all, like when you go one-stop shop, you can get your booze and you can get your Revitalight to help fix that hangover. Saves you one trip, and here's the key. You drink half this bottle to end the night after you've been drinking. You drink the rest in the morning. That hangover doesn't have a shot. I like to mix the drink with it so that you're just rehydrating and revitalizing as you go. Grape, mixed fruit, and strawberry.
It's a great move too, because like classic dad advice is like mix in a water with every like 2-3 beers, whatever
You're
your dad
permanently
says.
mixing.
Don't have to mix in a water.
And it does taste like a Gatorade or like anything else where you're used to the flavor and it gets you all the hydration, all the ingredients, all the supplements and vitamins you need. Go to drinkrevitalight.com for the most up-to-date info on where it can be purchased. That's drinkrevitalight.com. Everybody should be using this, man. We'll start off with some tough news, a big blow to the Free Britney movement. The California courts have ruled that her dad will stay as her conservator, meaning he still controls her money and where she can go, what she can do, how she can work, what lawyers she can hire.
I got a big question for you right now.
Yep. As leader of the movement, I shall answer.
And leader is a good word there, because I think it's where I'm about to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna trump this? Because I think I now fully accept that Britney Spears deserves to be under the care of her father.
How did she get roped into this? Like, what happened that made it that she?
So this started.
I think she shaved her head and drove with a baby in her lap and that kind of stuff.
She shaved her head. She attacked the car with the umbrella, and she, I think there was a baby in the lap.
Yeah.
She's
now, if we want to talk,
hang on.
Okay.
She is a child star, celebrity, wacko, no doubt about it.
Hi guys, I'm in my gym right now. I haven't been in here for like 6 months because I burnt my gym down, unfortunately.
No doubt. But I mean...
But what's the shaving the head? Like, the shaving the head thing's not that crazy.
That's what I mean. Like, these are all things that are just like, you're weird, and would I, like, trust you with all my finances? No. Do I think that, like, she should have full-time custody of her kids? Maybe not. We need to, like, really examine that. Do I think that she should be able to spend her own money and, like, make her own decisions?
Yeah.
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 Now,
I think if like, because this has been going on for a long time, I think if a lot of subsequent courts all said, you probably need a guardian. I think I don't know, call me
unless,
a sucker, but I'm like, I guess.
I'm thinking there must be some evidence that's not publicly known. Because what's publicly known, they've said that this treatment is only given to vegetables, to people who are brain dead or mentally disabled.
And so I will be a complete cripple, a brain dead mush, nothing, and they'll think that I want to watch the Jets, and I'll just be sitting there like Terry Schiavo. I'll just be like blinking, like, please either kill me or at least turn off the goddamn Jets.
So then they need to come up with some like in between or a different type of treatment, because if you can be on stage and run a world tour and do a long-term residency and make an album and all that, you can be crazy.
I think you have to be crazy. I think for all those things you have to be crazy.
I'm not saying she's not
too
crazy,
artistic.
but I'm saying, like, what is she possibly doing that's like you can't make your own decisions? And then every time they do show her like being weird, she's on like a zillion medications that she's also trying to fight. So like if you're keeping someone like drugged up,
But don't you think, like, isn't this too conspiracy theory for you? Like, don't you think that at some level of all these courts, someone realized, like, oh, the father's, like, poisoning her to make her look crazy?
Has the father ever said, like, has he ever spoke on it before and been like, this is why?
He just keeps saying, like, I don't remember, like, exact quotes, but I think he's just like, I have her best interest in mind, and, like, that's what's going on.
It's not like he's, like, spending the money, is he?
Oh, no, I think
I'm sure he's taking a cut.
His argument in this was that she used to be, like, that she was facing a bunch of lawsuits for whatever reason, and now her net worth is $60 million. First of all, there's no fucking way Britney Spears is only worth $60 million.
Yeah.
No chance. And then other people are framing it as, like, she was in debt, like she had negative money, and now under his guidance it's $60 million. I think she was just like, she had lawsuits. There's a difference between, like, owing money from lawsuits and being in debt. It is kind of like there must be something going on, but you can't give her the same tag of, like, the only other people who get this are in comas.
She is a woman who, one of her lawsuits at one point was her former bodyguard was suing her because she used to fart on him all the time. And if you're a person who goes around farting on people, I don't know if you should have control of your finances. Also, this woman recently burned down her gym. Like, she doesn't seem like she has it all together. Her eyes look crazy.
So many people don't have
it
together. She
said she beat Usain Bolt's record by 3 seconds.
She's fast, bro. She's fast, bro.
She ran like
I am not saying
4,400.
Britney Spears is stable. She should be able to. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. used to get blackout drunk and crawl into other people's beds. You walk into the wrong house and get into bed with them.
Who among us?
It's probably something's got to be happening behind the scenes that we don't know about.
It has to be that there's a piece of evidence.
But you don't know.
There is nothing.
I think what's happening is in front of the scenes. It's the internet making conspiracy theory. This has been in the courts for a long time. How many judges have heard this case?
But there's no way that she's losing custody of her children, and, like, her dad basically owns her because she says that she beat Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
right. No, I'm not saying that, but, like, I just think that this has gone through so many levels.
So you think that there's just, like, all evidence behind the scenes?
Yeah, it has to.
Because nothing that's publicly known
if not, we're talking about a humongous conspiracy throughout the statewide California legislation.
And you think that, like, I guess her father just doesn't want that evidence being public?
I guess maybe he has her best interest at heart. He's probably just like treating her like a fucking Kennedy daughter.
If the public were to know that, like, here's the reason why she's actually crazy, then maybe they don't buy her albums, they don't buy her tickets, like, whatever they're trying to, like, protect. Because if I'm Britney Spears' dad, like, I mean, he's either the worst father ever or, like, the best father ever, because he's going down with, like, his image is, like, he's a monster to all these people in the public now. So, like, at some point, I think it would be like, she tried to kill herself. Like, every night she's alone, she tries to kill herself. So we need to protect her. And then everyone would be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but also, like, okay, but there's that. I mean, think about, probably a lot of famous people are like that. But
that's
then,
what I mean.
But then why would, like, yeah, something's got to be something. Because, like, if she tries to kill herself, it's not like, all right, well, now we're taking all of your money and your children. Yeah. That's, like, I don't think that's how it works.
There's nothing that is publicly known that would ever justify that she can go make $130 million and not see a dime of it.
I mean, I'm sure
she agree publicly. I have faith that there's something privately.
She can probably do whatever she wants. She probably has, like, rights with the money. Like, she probably can, like, be like, oh, I want to get this.
No, I think as Kevin explains it, that there was like she wanted, like, flowers in her hotel room on tour.
She has, like,
and they were like, that overshoots your budget to put flowers in there. So, like, the budget can't be that high.
So now Britney is like, all right, I'm never performing again. So I think we'll see just how much this conservatorship is really, like, is it, if he just has his best interest in mind and he's just worried about his daughter, you're now just going to babysit your daughter for the rest of your life. If there's no money coming in and he still does it, then I can see it's like, yeah, maybe he just wants his daughter to be safe. If it's about money and finances and like the career, well, there is none anymore because she's just not going to do anything.
But what's stopping her from just, like, logging onto Twitter and just being like,
that's another thing. Like apparently,
like, if it was that bad, I feel like she clearly can, like, has access to social media because she posts all those, like, weird TikToks of her
right.
dancing.
I think that's where the conspiracy theory is always, like, that's where it gets silly, where it's like she's trying to send coded messages, but it's like, why wouldn't she just, like, say what's going on?
Yeah, she can. She has access.
I think it's like the idea is that, like, she's in them, but I don't think she's, like, running them. I don't think she's the one, like, posting them. I don't think she writes her own captions.
So someone, like, forces her to dance?
I think
She's
that
probably
it's
like,
like
I want to post a TikTok.
yeah,
and
I think
set
she
it up
wants
with
to
the
do it, and
camera.
then they're like, this is what we'll allow.
They're like, all right, first of all, you have to take all these pills to make your eyes look insane.
Yeah.
And then stand in front
Like,
of this
let's
white
make
wall.
sure you're-
I just all, and I could be wrong, it just all feels like a lot. With starting there, running all the way through months and months of court cases, or years of court cases.
But you think that we wouldn't know? You think that this would be all kept a secret?
I
That we would not know the reason why Britney Spears cannot leave the house?
I don't know even like all everything I learned is from you, so like I don't know it otherwise. But I think that there are sometimes like things are just sealed
I just
by
don't know
courts
what
or
it could be, because like
Yeah. There's just no.
if you're suicidal, they don't take away your money.
Yeah.
They don't lock
There's
your
nothing-
money away.
Yeah. No, I
They
still
don't-
have access.
If the only, if the only,
But like, she must have like tried to harm some. Like I don't know. It's probably a big jump for me to say that.
even
but she
that,
must
then
have,
it's like, wouldn't you just
must have
be
been
like
something
arrested?
crazy.
Like whatever it is, it feels like there's other answers.
Maybe
where
she, like,
the only
got-
other people who have this treatment are 100-year-olds who are in comas or people who are born with like a mental deficiency.
Maybe she got in trouble for something, and that this was probably like maybe this was part of like an agreement.
I think
Yeah.
you could have a conversation about like why she is this way, and that's probably childhood stardom and the way paparazzi and Hollywood treat people. That's one thing, but like if every court in LA and California, wherever the fuck she lives, Calabasas, if they're all like, yeah, your dad is still in charge of you.
Well, I also think there's a difference
You think
between-
what he's paying off judges to keep
No,
them
I think that
ruling?
there are people who just like. I think it's very hard to get things appealed and overturned. I think that once something's in motion, I think it takes a lot more to be like, we're gonna undo what this other judge has said. And this
But
other
if you
judge
just
has said.
showed up like totally fine, I was like, look, I'm normal. Give me my money. I feel like that's a pretty easy one. Where like a jury, I don't know if this is a jury case.
I think
where,
that's why people are outraged. I think
people-
that's what it seems like, but it's just not happening.
have we seen like transcripts from the courtroom themselves?
Yeah, there's a bunch of documents that came out that are like, I mean, I've never read through all that shit, but like, everybody who seems to go through it is just like, there's nothing here that would require this level of
It must
stopping
be I
someone
don't
from
know.
freedom.
I have a feeling it's something with her dad. I have a feeling maybe it's something that happened a really long time ago, or it's something with her dad.
Yeah, maybe he's not the bad guy, but there's just definitely way more going on, and I feel like it's probably when you get to that level of money and that level of Hollywood, I feel like it's never like, oh, I have it in your best interest. I feel like it's like something shady and
I'm
weird.
gonna go the opposite way with you.
He's just a good dad?
I know. I'm just gonna fucking steal the Hillary chant. Lock her up. She doesn't even get the conservatorship anymore. Lock her up.
Whatever. Moving on. The U.S. Air Force has said that they are going to strap laser beams to their jet fighters in order to shoot down missiles. Straight fucking Dr. Evil. We're strapping laser beams onto it. Unlimited ammunition. No have to worry about bullets, guns, missiles, explosives, whatever. So I mean, jet fighters are just going to be like, and I think it's like soon. I think it's like this year. So we are living in the future, babe. That's some sci-fi movie type shit. Can you imagine being like in like you're Maverick, you're like Top Gun, and now you got a fucking laser gun on your shit as well?
I think
What
it's
even
gonna
is
turn.
what even is that?
I
is it just like Star
and
Wars?
My thing is like if I shoot a laser and I miss,
It's just.
that laser just
But how do you
goes
miss?
forever.
Is it just like a? What is it? Just like a
It's to shoot down other. Yeah. Is it like
beam?
does it like go from the tip of the gun all the way to the thing, or does it shoot and then like move like is a laser like 100 feet long and it just keeps moving?
I would think it shoots, but I don't know. I think it's gonna turn all Navy pilots into pussies. They sound like pussies.
Why?
Cause like when you drop a bomb or you shoot a missile, it's like Fox 3, go.
Yeah.
But when you shoot a laser, like you can't not go pew 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 pew. pew. Like that's just you just have
Well,
to do
I mean,
that.
when I think of laser, I think of the Moonraker laser from GoldenEye, and I think that was the best gun in that game.
I just think of, like,
gun
I don't
know if I
Star
remember
Wars
it.
fire.
I think of like the stormtrooper guns in
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah.
Like they
Which-
shoot individual laser beams.
Right.
We can attest to wildly inaccurate.
Apparently, I mean, stormtroopers have never fucking hit their target ever. So I guess I got to see what these lasers. Like, is there a color? Are some of them going to be blue? Are some of them going to be red? Like, are they going to be?
You know
long,
they have a whole
short?
fucking focus group task force to be
Definitely.
like, what does this make you feel?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's say
Should
you're
we
in a
call it
village
this?
in
Should
the
we
Middle
name it
East
that?
and like
I would love
this
to
red
see-
beam is coming down at you. How does
Well,
how would that
and
make you feel?
They say it's for missiles to shoot them down. You know,
But they've had that
We'll see.
technology for years, like since like the Cold War, right?
laser guns.
Yeah. Isn't that like
have
what
they?
the whole Cold War was about, or like partially?
I feel like it was about nukes.
I thought it was like they were like putting shit in the sky.
I love when we do this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was like,
We just-
what's it called? Like
Sure.
Nixon or somebody. It was like the Star Wars initiative.
Yeah, the
where
Star
it was like
Wars.
they need to be able to like shoot down. But I don't know if it was
Missiles.
lasers, and I don't know if it was on planes. I think it was more. What do they call that? Like
Drones?
anti
The aircraft?
artillery.
Oh.
There's like an acronym for
Yeah.
it. SETI? No, that's the.
But
space.
imagine the accuracy of a laser, like of a
In-
laser
in-
from a jet.
Angel
Shoot
has
down a
fallen. They're
missile.
called Cobras missiles.
Cobra missiles?
Yeah, Cobra whatevers.
I would imagine it's.
Probably like 100% accuracy.
You would think, but what if? I mean, imagine it's not. Just like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'd be a little bit hesitant if I was the first pilot
to use
to rocking the
Yeah,
laser
your
gun.
plane probably just
Like,
blows
again,
up.
like I missed, and like I don't know, I hit this fucking building in the distance. Like,
it
whoops.
just disintegrates.
Yeah. Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Viori, performance apparel. It's out there. Everybody's wearing all sorts of different athleisure, and Viori has a whole new perspective on it. If you're sick and tired of traditional, old, regular workout gear, where everything is just designed to only work out, so like it's the meatheads or the yoga pants of the world that's for nothing other than Pilates and working out and getting your sweat on, Viori has come up with the everyday wear, where you can do any activity, whether you want to run and work out, or whether you're just hanging out on the couch, whether you're going into the office. It's perfect for, maybe not the office, but it's perfect for lounging around the house, running out, doing errands, picking up the kids, doing like small shit. You can look good and feel good. It's comfortable, and it performs in all different type of activities. Right now, you can get 20% off your first purchase when you go to Viori, that's VUORI.com/rundown. Get 20% off that first order plus free shipping, and any orders over $75 in the U.S. You get free shipping on any order over $75 in the U.S. plus that 20% off. So go to Viori.com/rundown. Free returns if you don't like anything. Discover the versatility of Viori. Speaking of the Cold War, we're back, baby. The Russians have come up with their own vaccine that they claim is 92% effective, which is 2% more than our American vaccine, which is 90% effective, and they're calling it Sputnik, which is just inviting this old school Cold War space race type of shit to go on. So we're back, baby. Fuck Russia.
Oh, I was gonna let you go. I love when someone's about to go.
Sputnik.
Terrible name for
Sputnik.
something.
Sputnik. Last time
Probably
Sputnik
means
was in a
something.
race, they did not win.
Yeah, Sputnik fell out of the sky in 2 months. I think
not
it worked
successful.
for 3 weeks and fell out of the sky in 2 months. I don't know. That's not a name I'd carry on the
They probably
legacy
should have
of.
gone with like whatever the other plan was going to be. Whatever Plan B was, that's what they should have named this one.
Sputnik's just a born loser.
Yep.
Sputnik's like a Robert.
I hope
think it's real?
We need to name ours. What's that?
Do you think it actually exists?
Oh, I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know. Robert caught one there.
Anyone's a Bob out there. The fuck, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That is-
I mean, there's a lot of Bobs out there now.
Bob's different than a Robert.
Yeah, but Robert, I feel like
Give me a good Robert. Someone give me a good Robert.
Robert De Niro.
Good one. All right. That was quick.
Robert, Tom Hanks' character in The Da Vinci Code, Robert Langdon.
Robert Langdon.
Robert,
Baratheon's
He's an
a
okay
loser.
Robert.
Robert Redford.
Good Robert. Robert Downey Jr. Good Robert. This is falling apart fast.
Real fast. I can't name you a bad Robert. Give me a bad
I
Robert.
can't give you a bad
There's not a single bad Robert.
Robert Baratheon.
Who?
He is bad.
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah. There you go. You got one bad one.
He's not real.
I hope
Me and what's his name?
Huh?
George R.R. Martin. We're on the same page. Robert's.
you and Georgie. I hope we name ours Apollo. I hope we take it, to the next level. Whether or not it's real, I guess it's so easy to just be like, Russia could easily just
But
let's
would
tell
you put
everybody
that past
we do.
them to do it?
Yeah.
We have one that's 92% effective.
Right.
I just hope what comes of this is that we finally like you were kind of saying, where I don't really care about the actual like races and wars with Russia. I just care about the fictional ones because I'm just fucking sick of watching us fight terrorists in the Middle East. Like I want to see movies about fighting Russians.
You're over.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
back.
Over,
I'm just
it went from
done
Al
with
Qaeda. It was like Saddam and then Al Qaeda and then ISIS.
Yeah, I'm
and
done with Middle
no more
Eastern
terror
war
cells.
movies. I want to see like let's go fight in fucking what's the S?
Vladimir's
Is
and
it Serbia?
Serbia?
Serbia and Russia?
Syria?
No.
Crimea?
What's the cold part of Russia? Begins with an S.
Siberia.
Siberia. Yeah. That's what I'm just. I don't know. I'm over Instagram filters and fucking just blowing up people with a weird hue to their nation. Let's go fight in fucking Russia.
Have you ever seen this? Is it like South Park episode that's like when like Kenny dies and he has their movie tickets in his pocket when he dies, so they build a ladder to heaven. And then it's like they're doing it so they can get his movie tickets from him, and then like Russia's also starts building a ladder to heaven, and they're just like 100 times longer. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the way it should always be, like U.S. versus Russia for some arbitrary. I mean, the going to the moon was stupid. There's nothing there.
I think
it was a waste of time.
I saw
someone who knows what they're talking about would tell you why we're so wrong. But
I
there's
saw on Twitter of someone of the moonwalking. And someone was like, "Do people actually think this is real?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't."
That
look
one
real at all."
particularly looks ridiculous. I think
Yeah.
it was like I saw that same one. It was like sped up.
You look at their
So
wearing
they're
like,
just,
they're on like a
hopping around.
trampoline, just
It looks
jumping.
really
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
Really, really fake. But I think once we got there, we were like, all right, like there's not any. We couldn't mine it. We couldn't. There was no resources. It was good to like. But that was just like a dick measuring contest.
No, someone who knows what they're talking about could list all of the technologies and stuff that happened because of how we went to the moon. I'm not that person, but I know I've seen it before. It's just things we don't really.
What do you mean list the technologies?
Like
that
things
happened?
that like we discovered not on the moon, but discovered in the process of getting to the moon.
Right.
Is like
But
countless.
Yeah. But the moon itself didn't do anything.
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
So we picked something and then we like dedicated our time and resources and figured out all this cool shit for really no reason.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, what if there was something?
Yeah. In this case,
There wasn't.
vaccine, important.
Oh,
Good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
So would you take the Russian one if it was better than the American one?
I don't even know if I would take the American one, to be honest. I mean, like, I probably will if like everyone starts taking it, but like. That shit kind of freaks
Are
me
you an
out.
anti-vaxxer? Lil Sass right here.
No,
Anti-vaxxer.
No, but like I don't know if you want to take it. I
Little
wouldn't be
vax
the
in the
first person to
building.
take it.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're not
Wake
the
up the
first
next
person.
morning
Like,
with, like,
if
5
wasn't the
hands.
first person to take the vaccine like a week after the outbreak happened?
They've
Wasn't
been
like
testing it
that
right away,
chick
yeah.
in Seattle who was like, everyone's like she's a hero, and we
Yeah.
all forgot her name real fast.
yeah, not very heroic. If you
But
can't remember it.
she was they were testing vaccines almost immediately.
If it's out on the market,
we all
you're
forgot
not
her
the
name because
first.
she died. And they
But
wiped
also,
that
like,
out
I don't
quick.
know, like, no one knows, like, I guess no one really knows, like, the long-term, like, what, I don't know, say 5 years from now, you wake up one day and you have, like, a tail or scales going
Well,
down your
yeah,
back.
I mean, again, if you want to get conspiracy theory, this would be the time to get something into everybody's body in the world that you can control now.
Yeah.
You
Wouldn't
track
any
them,
time
you
be
can
that
learn
time?
them. What do you mean?
Like when 50 years ago, been that like couldn't if you wanted to put something in someone's body?
Well, I think this would be the time you would get everybody to sign up because there's people be like, oh yeah, I gotta get that shit.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna be knocking. They're gonna want it.
Yeah.
People like anti-vax sass are not gonna, but a lot of people are like, let me get that shit.
Well-
And then that's when they put the chip in you or the whatever.
I'll be honest, I don't get the chip part. I don't know why people say chip.
Well, that's
I see what a needle looks like. You can't fit a chip through that.
Yeah, unless
You
I don't
probably
know. What if
could.
they told you the vaccine was in a chip?
Huh?
What if they told you the vaccine was in a chip? Would you do it?
Something the vaccine was in a chip? Probably.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like
I don't really fucking care.
if they just said like you can get the vaccine, but you also have to get a chip that we can like watch you. Would you do it?
Yeah, I mean I have a phone, so yeah, there you
Yeah,
have it.
that's what
Yeah.
I always say, yeah. Like Alexa, the phone, everything. I mean, everything's watching.
They like why do they need to put that in me? They have me already.
Have you ever seen the Snowden movie?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I didn't think it didn't get good reviews, but actually it's long
I
as
liked
fuck.
it.
It's an Oliver
That,
Stone
but
movie,
that
but
with that's the one where they show like how we're always being watched, right? How they could like just like turn that camera on and look at us right
Yeah.
now.
which
Yeah.
like we know and we just don't care. So why do people freak out about a vaccine where it's like
Yeah,
I have
we
it in my
never
phone.
leave.
I'm aware it happens to me. I guess I just live with it.
I guess the thing about the phone is you could if you wanted to. No, take your phone
Yeah,
with you.
that's true. Yeah, I guess.
Could
if
you though?
I personally couldn't,
Right.
but some people can live without their phone. Whereas like if it's in your body, you can't unless
Yeah.
you chop your fucking arm off. Who knows? Would you take the chip, Tommy?
A chip or a vaccine?
If they told you could get the vaccine, but it also the
Yeah,
cost is that the government gets to spy on you forever.
I people could spy on me. I got nothing
I,
crazy going on.
I'm not
I
like
think this is
I'm
how
not
they take
happy
over the
about-
world, by the way. I think everyone kind of goes like, oh, well, they can have my email. Ah, they can have my chip.
Yeah.
And then they
Well, but I
realize
didn't-
the unintended, like, you're like, oh, I didn't realize they could do.
Yeah.
I didn't say they could have it. They just took it, and I didn't fight them on it. Like I didn't. I'm sure I probably checked a box in an agreement terms thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't willfully say you can have it. They just kind of did it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they do.
I just really wanted to download that iTunes song, so I just hit the button.
Anything else? Was that it?
The
Songbird.
Oh, and so while we're on the topic of COVID, last topic here. Michael Bay's coming out with a new movie, and it just had a little argument and debate here in the Barstool.
The trailer
bullpen.
is actually not old, but it came out a few weeks ago.
Okay.
It was just in a blog today that Dante had about Ticketmaster, where they're basically
Going to
doing the
concerts
they're doing the tracking thing. Like Clear is going to have to be like Clear is going to keep track of when you got your COVID vaccines, and then if you to get into a concert, you're going to have to show your Clear to be like, I had a vaccine, and that will get you 1 year. Once you get the vaccine, you have a year.
Crazy.
the Songbird thing, I could see. That's where I could see the chip being a real thing.
So Songbird is the movie Michael Bay's coming out with.
Looks awesome.
The premise is like COVID 23. So there's like a couple more iterations of the disease, and now the world is in like a full dystopian lockdown where, you know, they come in like hazmat suits and scoop you up because, so you have some sort of chip or something. Where
I think it's every morning you have to do an eye scan. You have to do basically what they do in the bubble.
Oh yeah, and then it says like anomaly detected, and that
Yeah.
means something's wrong with you. And they come, they're like, we're on the way, like don't leave the house, or like we'll shoot on sight. So it's a very like strict future where they're trying to control the disease, but it comes at like the total cost of freedom. So yeah, like stuff like that, I think is the idea with like the chip behind it. Tommy's skeptical.
No, I was just looking at like, fuck Michael Bay for this movie.
Well,
like,
hang on a second.
What a
Never fuck
pessimistic.
Michael
Like,
Bay.
we're just gonna put
Michael
out a
Bay's
movie
the
right
new
now that's
Nickelback.
like, oh yeah,
Michael Bay gets too much
2023.
shit. Does a lot of great
Also, the
movies.
crazy part about that
How
is
about a
that
little optimism right now, Michael Bay? Like,
It-
we're just
it-
gonna
I
make a
mean,
movie
it-
about
he's
fighting COVID
jumping-
3 years from now.
He
also, I think
jumped
it's
right on it.
Fuck
like-
yeah, because that movie must have taken a couple, at least like 6 months to record.
Yeah, he was.
I
he
think
started
as
that
soon
like,
as COVID, like
March.
I don't think I'd gone home yet. I think I was still living in New York.
I bet you he
But how would
almost
they
had
even
that,
do that?
like a disease pandemic movie in the works, and then was just like, all right, let's like alter this. I mean,
Like,
that's
it'd
almost
be
too
one
quick
thing.
to-
It'd be one thing if they made like a pandemic movie, but like the fact that they named it COVID 23.
I mean,
Also,
that
like
is
that,
some-
like I mean, what?
that is some vulture shit. That is
He's
some,
the
that's some
fucking-
opportunistic.
that was the best they could do. Like COVID 20. We're just gonna change the number.
Well, I think the idea is like it's several years in
we're
the
on 4
future, and
years.
there's
Yeah.
you know, there's been more versions of it. Now it's like
Maybe
worse.
that's like a good movie to make like 20 years from now.
Yeah, it does seem pretty quick.
I feel like this always happens because people make movies about natural disasters, or not natural, but national disasters, all that kind of stuff. It just fucking happens. That's just it just, and now as time progresses, those movies get made faster because the technology to make them. Like we did it in Boston with Patriot Day, where it's like, this is too fast, it's too fast.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And then like now we can do it even faster, and then soon it'll be, you know, we just watch it live.
Yeah, basically, it's just watching the news.
Yeah.
Just turn on the fucking news. You've been watching Songbird. But-
When did Patriots Day come out?
Patriots Day came out, I want to say 3 years after the bombing.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. And then it was like actually like 9/11, like the Nick Cage movie came out, I want to say like 5 years after 9/11 or something like that. So like, it just
9/11
keeps getting
was kind
shorter.
of like untouchable for a little while. Nobody really fucked with that for a pretty long time.
I know, I think
still
it was
will
pretty
be.
quick. I think it was within 5 years. That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
No one really like
I don't
knows.
even know
No
what
one
they-
like,
about the Nick Cage
Flight.
movie.
He was that might have been called World Trade Center, and then there was
yeah,
Flight
yeah.
93.
Yeah. I
They-
feel like I remember
they both
Flight
came out
93
around the same
coming
time.
out, being like the first thing, and they were like, all right, we're gonna start doing this. But anyway, I mean, I guess I think that movie looks pretty good.
yeah,
That was the debate amongst here. Rudy hated it.
I think Michael
feel
Bay
like
doesn't.
it looks
Michael Bay
pretty
doesn't
good.
miss.
If you want to say it's like in
Let's-
poor taste,
let's-
I can get down with that.
I'm gonna go
But
through
I
Michael
think it
Bay's
looks pretty,
movies right
like,
now.
I think it's in poor taste, but I probably will end up watching it,
Yeah.
especially because the I don't know the whole scene where she's like knocking on the door and she's like, I have a fever or something, like come let me in.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks
man.
pretty. It's intense.
Yeah, it looks
It's
intense.
intense. So
Dude,
get ready
Michael Bay. Wait, why is Michael Bay? Why is A Quiet Place listening to Michael Bay? That's just not Michael Bay. All right.
Well, I mean, they said
Transformers,
that too as
Transformers,
well.
Bad Boys, Armageddon, The Island, Bumblebee, Transformers, Bad Boys. He does a lot of the same movies. Transformers, The
I mean,
Rock.
you just said the same four movies
Transformers.
4 times in a row.
Yeah, there's a lot of Transformers in here. I think they're on what, 7 or 8 of those.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
I thought there was like 3.
No.
Holy
I think
shit.
Shia LaBeouf did 3. Then they switched over to Wahlberg.
The
Then
Shia
Bumblebee.
LaBeouf ones are the best ones.
Shia
in my
LaBeouf ones are
opinion.
great.
Yeah.
Pain and Gain, 13 Hours, Pearl Harbor, The Purge, Bad Boys, Ninja Turtles, The Purge. He didn't miss 3 Men? The Ben Stiller comedy?
I mean, he's prolific.
6 Underground, Ryan Reynolds.
You better bite your tongue next time you're talking about Michael Bay.
He
Look, he's got some hits. I'm just saying.
He's got
the
all he
timing
does is make hits.
be like
They're-
doing like a
I mean, I wouldn't say
Holocaust
those are
movie is like
hits.
They're
Hitler invades
formulaic
Poland.
and they're
like, let's get out
sophomore,
of it first.
but
Those are
they're
like airplane
The
movies.
blockbuster
No
hit of
way. You're
1940,
nuts,
41.
Nah, how many
Hitler
people do you
invades
think
Poland.
watch Transformers 8?
If
10?
Transformers 8 is one of the best ones. Bumblebee.
No.
Bumblebee's in all of them.
No,
I
but
was
there's a
out
movie
on-
called Bumblebee.
I
That's
was
the
out on
newest
Transformers
Transformers.
after 2. I
Yeah,
can't believe they're on
yeah.
8. You look like you could be the replacement for Shia LaBeouf. Couldn't he be the kid? Yeah, he could be the kid who's like he's like the nerdy kid on the block, but he's actually kind of swagged
Steve
out.
Witwicky?
Yeah, you are Steve Witwicky. You're like,
No.
oh, he's the dork, but then it's like, but I'll fuck him. That's what Megan Fox basically said. That's Lil Sass, the king of New York. All right, that's it.
Speaking of New York.
Oh, and yeah, New York shut down. Sure, New York's locked down again. 10 p.m. curfew.
Really?
Yeah.
As of when?
Like
right now.
a half hour ago.
Breaking news for Sass.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, 10 p.m. No bars, no restaurants after 10 p.m.
Really?
Affects me 0%, but I guess if you're young, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's so fucking weird because again, like what is COVID less
Yeah,
infectious after 10? But at the same time, like if it's getting way worse, you gotta try something.
I also think it's
don't
like, I don't know, you get shit-faced, you're drunk, you tend to like, I don't know, maybe go, I guess this kind of would make you spread it. I'm thinking like, you're not gonna just go home. Hopefully
Yeah,
people
you're
just
gonna
go
go to someone
home.
else's apartment.
But like, yeah, I feel like you're
15
more
other
intent to be
people.
like, well, we're not stopping partying, so let's all go somewhere else.
No one's gonna stop going out at 10.
So what, have you been going out?
I mean, I'll go to like restaurants.
So have you been out much past 10?
Well, no, because they close at 11.
Right, so that's, it's not even gonna be that
Yeah,
big of
but
a
like
difference.
usually it's like if you're like out, if you're like Friday, you're going out and it closes at 11, you're like, well, this sucks.
Yeah, so now it's just 10, bud.
Yeah, well, that's where it's even worse.
So, COVID's back, we're fucked.
Yeah.
COVID's like so back.
Dude, what we said on the podcast today, we hit 100,000 cases for the first time last Tuesday. We hit 200,000 cases yesterday. So I guess, I don't know, try something, but also,
Michael Bay, make a movie.
yeah.